Classic phrase that plagues everybody today. I don't have time. Why is it that every one of us has the same 24 hours in a day, and yet some of us seem to have more time than others? Maybe the issue isn't so much time management, but energy management. What if we were to replace the idea of I don't have time with I don't have energy? That makes a lot more sense to me because while we all have the same 24 hours in a day, we all have different levels of energy and different things that we can accomplish in a given day. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, which we use differently depending on our life circumstances, experience, knowledge, and desires in life. What if the issue isn't time management but energy management? The time is all the same, but the energy is different. For example, I need to take time to wind down before going to bed. If I'm constantly staring at my screen for 30 minutes until I fall asleep, then I usually don't sleep well. If I don't sleep well, I usually wake up the next morning feeling drained and maybe even depressed for the rest of the day. If I'm well rested, then I tend to have a more positive outlook and can usually get more done because I feel good. Other people might not need as much sleep as I do. Some people can just survive on a few hours of sleep and feel great. But for me, I need lots of sleep. There's plenty of professional advice on budgeting and how to balance your bank account. Time management and energy management require budgeting just as carefully as money does. So it's interesting when I'm considering purchasing something that costs a lot of money and I maybe decide against it, I won't say I don't have money because maybe technically I have a few dollars in my bank account that I could technically spend on this one thing. But instead, I say, I don't have the budget for it. And that's a little bit more honest of an evaluation instead of just saying, I don't have money. So to translate that into, I don't have time, it's like, well, no, that's not a priority for me. So the parallel to saying, I don't have time, maybe technically you do have 24 hours in a day, but you don't have the energy budget for it. This is a newer concept that I'm still learning to articulate because as I grow in self-awareness, I'm learning my limits. And self-awareness of limits is one of the most important things to staying healthy. If only there were a budgeting app for energy just as much as there was for money. We should give just as much care to our energy budget as we do to our money budget, because that's what helps keep us well. It's just a bit more challenging because it's not as tangible as seeing numbers in a bank account. You kind of have to keep tabs on yourself as to how you're feeling, and that takes a lot of practice. Those are my thoughts for today. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.